Dr. Victor Thornhill, historian and archaeologist. Dr. Thornhill has made significant breakthroughs in his field using his stand, Doomsday Clock, which has allowed him to uncover and interact with historical artifacts in ways previously thought impossible. He has a particular interest in World War II and has used his abilities to unearth numerous secrets from that era. Thornhill is known for being extremely cautious in both his personal life and in battles. He relies heavily on his ability to read past events to gather crucial intelligence and ensure he has the upper hand. Dr. Victor Thornhill's stand, Doomsday Clock. Stand abilities. Time Siphon, slows down or speeds up the passage of time in a specific area. Temporal Echo, brings events, objects, and people from the past into the present. These echoes can interact with the present. Passive ability, in the presence of Doomsday Clock, people's appearances, places, weather, and colors change uncontrollably, likely being exchanged with counterparts from parallel universes. Thornhill confronted Jotaro Kujo, a smirk playing on his lips. "You should know, Jotaro, you're about to face the ultimate power over time," he declared, his voice filled with arrogance. Jotaro remained calm. He had studied Thornhill's abilities and prepared for this moment. Star Platinum, his powerful stand, loomed behind him, ready for action. "We'll see about that," Jotaro replied coolly, his eyes never leaving Thornhill. Thornhill began to manipulate time, creating temporal distortions that warped the space around them. Witness the power of the Doomsday Clock. "I can slow down or speed up time as I please," Thornhill said, his voice echoing with confidence. Jotaro observed carefully as Thornhill's ability took effect. The world around him seemed to ripple and bend. Thornhill then summoned echoes of the past, bringing forth historical figures and artifacts that floated around them like ghosts. "With Temporal Echo, I can bring events, objects, and people from the past into the present. They can interact with you, but you can't change them," Thornhill explained. Jotaro maintained his composure. Star Platinum stood ready, its fists clenched. "Is that all you've got?" Jotaro taunted, his voice steady. Thornhill grinned and employed Time Siphon, creating chaos by alternately slowing down and speeding up time. Objects around Jotaro moved in erratic patterns, some in slow motion, others at lightning speed. Jotaro moved fluidly, adapting to the changing tempo with precision and agility. As the battle raged on, Thornhill grew frustrated by Jotaro's ability to keep up with his time manipulations. Desperate for an edge, Thornhill decided to overwhelm Jotaro. "Let's see how you handle this," he shouted, summoning echoes of people, beasts, and even dinosaurs from the past. The ancient creatures roared and charged at Jotaro, their forms ghostly but their attacks very real. Jotaro dodged and weaved, Star Platinum protecting him from the onslaught. He needed a plan. Suddenly, he sensed an opportunity. "You know, Thornhill, this battlefield is rigged with a trap that nullifies your time-manipulating abilities," Jotaro bluffed, pointing to the ground with a confident smirk. Jotaro tried to ignore the fact that he was now wearing a cowboy hat, an effect of Doomsday Clock's presence. Thornhill's confident expression faltered. He hesitated, unsure whether to believe Jotaro's claim. Thornhill was cautious by nature, always relying on his ability to see past events to confirm such claims. Desperate to confirm the trap's existence, Thornhill activated Temporal Echo. Doomsday Clock's hands glowed as echoes of the past began to appear. Among them, scenes from the Speedwagon Foundation's past missions materialized. In one scene, agents were gathering intel on Thornhill, trying to find his weak points. Thornhill quickly dispelled the Speedwagon agents he had called from the past before they could turn their attacks on him. Another scene showed unrecognizable Joseph Joestar handling a piece of uranium from the World War II era, carefully hiding it right where the battle was now taking place. Thornhill's eyes widened in horror. What is this?" he stammered. To his horror, he had unwittingly summoned a copy of the uranium from the past. As the past uranium merged with its present counterpart, it triggered a catastrophic chain reaction. The uranium reached critical mass, and a blinding flash erupted, causing a massive nuclear explosion. The explosion engulfed Thornhill, his own actions leading to his downfall. Jotaro, covered in debris and slightly damaged by the explosion, stood victorious. He looked around, dusting himself off, and muttered, "Yar yar dizzy." Thornhill's pursuit of power and control had ultimately led to his own destruction. Ironically, Thornhill was defeated by a weapon from the very era he was so obsessed with.